months ago, he married again. "Anything there?" asked Wharton sharply. The other shook his head. "Not that we can find out. She's the daughter of a local solicitor, worked in an insurance office before her marriage, no violent political affinities so far as we've been able to discover." "Z.E. Fission," said Colonel Wharton gloomily, with distaste. "What they mean by all these terms beats me. I'm old-fashioned. I never really even visualized a molecule, but here they are nowadays splitting up the universe. Atom bombs, nuclear fission, Z.E. fission and all the rest of it. And Betteron was one of the splitters-in-chief. What do they say of him at Harwell?" "Quite a pleasant personality. As to his work, nothing outstanding or spectacular. Just variations on the practical applications of ZEF." Both men were silent for a moment. Their conversation had been desultory, almost automatic. The security reports lay in a pile on the desk and had had nothing of value to tell. "He was thoroughly screened on arrival here, of course," said Wharton. "Yes, everything was quite satisfactory." 18 months ago," said Wharton thoughtfully. "It gets 'em down, you know, security precautions, the feeling of being perpetually under the microscope, the cloistered life. They get nervy, queer. I've seen it often enough. They begin to dream of an ideal world, freedom and brotherhood, and pool all secrets and work for the good of humanity. That's exactly the moment when someone, who's more or less the dregs of humanity, sees their chance and takes it." He rubbed his nose. "Nobody's so gullible as the scientist," he said. "All the phony mediums say so. Can't quite see why." The other smiled, a very tired smile. "Oh, yes," he said. "It would be so. They think they know, you see. That's always dangerous. Now, our kind are different. We're humble-minded men. We don't expect to save the world, only pick up 1 or 2 broken pieces and remove a spanner or 2 when it's jamming up the works." He tapped thoughtfully on the table with his finger. "If I only knew a little more about Betteron," he said. "Not his life and his actions, but the revealing, everyday things. What sort of jokes he laughed at, what made him swear, who were the people he admired and who made him mad." Wharton looked at him curiously. "What about the wife? You've tried her?" "Several times." "Can't she help?" The other shrugged his shoulders. "She hasn't so far." "You think she knows something?" "She doesn't admit, of course, that she knows anything. All the established reactions, worry, grief, desperate anxiety, no clue or suspicion beforehand, husband's life perfectly normal, no stress of any kind, and so on and so on. Her own theory is that he's been kidnapped." "And you don't believe her?" "I'm handicapped," said the man behind the desk bitterly. "I never believe anybody." "Well," said Wharton slowly, "I suppose one has to keep an open mind. What's she like?" "Ordinary sort of woman you'd meet any day playing bridge." Wharton nodded comprehendingly. "That makes it more difficult," he said. "She's here to see me now. We shall go over all the same ground again." "It's the only way," said Wharton. "I couldn't do it, though. Haven't got the patience." He got up. "Well, I won't keep you. We've not got much further, have we?" "Unfortunately, no. You might do a special check-up on that Oslo report. It's a likely spot." Wharton nodded and went out. The other man raised the receiver by his elbow and said, "I'll see Mrs. Betteron now. Send her in." He sat staring into space until there was a tap on the door and Mrs. Betteron was shown in. She was a tall woman, about 27 years of age. The most noticeable thing about her was a magnificent head of auburn red hair. Beneath the splendor of this, her face seemed almost insignificant. She had the blue-green eyes and light eyelashes that so often go with red hair. She was wearing no makeup, he noticed. He considered the significance of that whilst he was greeting her, settling her comfortably in a chair near the desk. It inclined him very slightly to the belief that Mrs. Betteron knew more than she had said she knew. In his experience, women suffering from